With potential whiteout conditions looming in our future, we are getting close to football at snowy Huntington Bank Field here in downtown Cleveland. It is Week 16 in the NFL, and we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the Buffalo Bills taking on the Cleveland Browns.
Tyler Bass to kick off for Buffalo.
The holiday season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16.
And
he'll be out of bounds across the 25.
The Browns take over first and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Ready!
Off the play fake. Here's Sanders. And incomplete. He dropped it. Maybe a rookie mistake there. Second down. You look at this Buffalo defense. This unit coming into this one ranked number 20 against the pass in the NFL.
And I think you're going to see some changes in the offseason, whether it's through the draft, free agency, maybe even both. They definitely need some help in the secondary.
They'll run it. Here's the rookie from Ohio State. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
And they'll look to avoid an early 3 and out here on 3rd and 4.
Come on, crack all 80. Cook it, 19.
Once again, Jenkins. Well, he tackled about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A 1-yard pickup leads to 4th down.
36 yards line. A 2-yard gain. It's 4th down.
They'll indeed go for it. It's Sanders. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game. And this defense delivers a turnover on downs on the very first drive of the afternoon. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
But when you're going up against a talented receiver like that, you just know that they're going to bring more people to him, right? They're going to double cover him every chance they get.
I think that is what we're going to see all game long. An early taste of that double, maybe even sometimes triple coverage we might see.
Yeah, I think what they're counting on, his talent to sometimes beat that double coverage. Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
There's Chris Olave. And he'll only get this to about the 35, well short of the line to gain. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And that's going to make it 4th down. Tyler Bass out for the Bills field goal. From the left hash, this will be a 52-yard attempt. And that is no good. Hit it well from distance, but he couldn't work it back in. And this will remain a scoreless game.
Now, if this was a clear day in September, I'd say this is well within his range. I'd feel very confident about this kick, but let's be honest about it. In these elements, the difficulty level gets ratcheted up by at least a factor of 5.
That's a pretty strong running there as he'll take this across the 50 and down to the 44. First play of the drive going for 14 and also going for a first down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Go!
An inside run with Jenkins. And he's got some space here. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Quinshon Judkins hitting double digits with his 10th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Browns get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon.
Earlier in the week when they had their scouting report meeting, this was the explosiveness that they talked about trying to contain. They were concerned about it all week. yet he still did it to them. Wonder how that's going to carry over the rest of the game.
The point after, no gimme in the snow, but it's up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 30. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. So, Charles, the season winding down, the playoffs obviously not in their future. As they look ahead to the offseason, what spots do they maybe need to fill?
Well, I think that they like the guy who's calling the plays and throwing the ball. I think that he's a pretty good player. Needs some help, I think, on the perimeter, though. Help him out with receivers, because I think if he gets an upgrade there, his play gets that much better, too.
Now Allen. And his throw is incomplete.
It's third down and 10 yards to go.
They had the incomplete pass on second down. Now they need a big play here, 3rd and 10. Here's Allen to throw it. Finds his man. That's Olave on the crossing route. And I don't think he got there. No. He's short by maybe a foot. Maybe. Call it 4th and inches.
There's another example what defensive coaches constantly preach, not allowing any run after the catch. They gave up a few more yards than they wanted to, but they were able to get him down quickly and force a 4th down.
So they're going for it, and here's Allen. And they're going to try the screen. It's complete. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. That pickup goes for 25. What a flip of the script from 4th down to 1st.
And that was a beautifully executed screen pass. They let the rushers get upfield and got the escorts in front, meaning the offensive linemen, other blockers out in front. Completed the pass beautifully. So now you've got all that open space, the big guys leading the way.
And that is incomplete. Well, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
How about that? Red man coverage and decided to test them early. But they proved up to the task and forced the incompletion.
Allen to throw once more. And this one is incomplete. You look at this Browns defense. They enter play here, number 11, just outside the top 10 of the league in stopping the run.
And that play right there shows exactly why they're so good against the run. Held the line of scrimmage, held the point of attack, and stuffed him for no gain.
Allen going to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Chris Olave, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Bills are an extra point away from evening this one up. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And we are tied at 7.
Tyler Bass to kick off for Buffalo.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
20-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that. Charles' defense, they were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's third down.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Gregory Rousseau. He's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. On fourth down, Corey Bojorquez gets set to punt for Cleveland. Deep to return is Scotty Miller. Pulled in at the 24. Call that one an even 60 yards, 6-0. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
Man, confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around.
Intended for James Cook. Incomplete. Keanu Benton on the coverage.
Now a 2nd and 10. Cook up the gut. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
An awful lot of congestion in the middle third of the field, but how about our defensive tackle right there? He didn't just hold the line. He provided some push and smacked the ball carrier down for a loss.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he is going to go down. He will be sacked on the final play of this first quarter. These two teams all tied after 1. So on 4th down, here's the Australia native Mitch Wishnowsky to punt this one away. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Here we go.
Offensive line wasn't set. There's the flag, and 5 yards back they go.
Quarterback has to look around and make sure that his team is ready to go. Sometimes the quarterbacks go faster than is necessary.
Get it. Get it.
A give up the middle. Judkins. And some room to work. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Quinshon Judkins with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Browns have taken the lead. Out comes the kicking team here for the extra point. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game.
14, Bills 7.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line. So this is going to come out to the 35. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. They trail a 1-score deficit, 14-7 as they come up 1st and 10. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
Here's 2nd and 10. Motion man is Shakir. On play action, Allen. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
Good defensive call right there because they had someone shadowing him along his entire route. And he was right there ready to provide a hit. that prevents him from making another catch to his big start.
Five wide.
Allen from the gun on third down. And that will be incomplete.
I'll tell you what, these last couple of drives, much better from a defensive perspective. They gave up a touchdown on the opening drive, and then after forcing a punt on their last possession, it looks like they're going to get the football back again.
The offense staying out there. They look prepared to go here on 4th and 10. They do go for it. Here's Allen. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. A surprising move to go for it, predictably, at least somewhat predictably. It doesn't pay off, and the Browns are going to get this thing back. Excellent field position. On first down, here's Judkins. Room here to run. Escapes the defender. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. 136 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half.
First and goal at the 8-yard line.
Let's go now. Hawk 70. Hawk 70. Ready, right?
First down, right back to Judkins. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That was Terrell Bernard navigating his way to the backfield and dropping him for a loss. They'll try again on 2nd and goal after going backwards to the 12.
Hey, chop alert, chop alert. Let go.
Now a toss left side for Judkins. And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. They call that a loss of 6 yards. And it's 3rd down now.
Panther 11, Panther 11. Ready. Panthers.
To throw now, here's Sanders. And he's got it. A big play, but still not enough. Leads to a 4th and goal.
A big gain on the play. Brings up 4th and goal.
Ready.
They'll go. Here's Sanders. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had the play call on 4th and goal, but it's dropped in the end zone. And the Bills' goal line stand is going to get them the football back. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And last time, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. Let's see if they can pick themselves up off the mat and do better this go-around.
Sometimes I have this vision of coaches writing notes to themselves before a game. And sometimes that note says, be aggressive, stay aggressive. Maybe that's what we saw in the last possession.
Yeah, they were very aggressive. This time, will it result in points? We'll find out. Now Cook running right. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
The offense on 3rd down, just 1 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. Allen. He's got his target. That's complete. And able to get this one out just shy of the 25 at the 24. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. First down, here's the run with Cook. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going. And then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yes, let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They're giving them a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, And he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
They'll look down the field here for Kincaid. And unable to connect, incomplete. Well, give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down.
Oh, that's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
So here we go. The offense is going to stay out there. They're going for it on 4th and 8. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. They'll look down the field here for Kincaid. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And it'll be a turnover on downs. Now Sanders. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Pick made by Terrell Bernard. And the Bills are going to take possession here at their own 6-yard line. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
Well, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
Trying to get that one to his tight end, and they've been trying to get the ball to him, but as of yet, unable to successfully complete one. But you know there's usually a nice comfort zone in throwing to the tight end. Great sight lines, usually right in the middle of the field.
And we'll take this forward only up to about the 7. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
And he is out of bounds, able to get it across the 20-yard line. 14 yards, and the Bills will get a new set of downs.
I'm not sure that was necessarily a safety valve or a check down throw on 3rd down. Sometimes just try and find the open guy and get him the ball. He did exactly that and found a way to pick up a 1st down.
Shakir hauls it in. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage. Nice progress down the field was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
Throwing now is Allen. And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the 1st half. So after the sack, Allen and the Bills with work to do on 3rd and long. Looking to throw. Allen. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Now he's free at the 35. And he's given his guys a shot for late points as they will take over in range for a field goal or maybe more. An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
Now they'll tuck this and run. That's downfield. He's got Fannin. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this 1st half.
1st down. 1st and goal at the 4-yard line.
Ready up. Cut my team. Here we go. Here we go.
Sanders to throw. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Different pass rushes are designed for different things. Sometimes you want to keep the quarterback in the pocket. Sometimes you want him to flush. I don't know exactly how this one was designed, but they made sure they moved him to his right. He got out of the pocket. Unfortunately for him, he was hit as he tried to throw the ball, and that resulted in an incompletion.
And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. They've been in the red zone 3 times in this game and have not scored a single point. Can they break through here on 2nd and goal? Out of the gun here, Sanders. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Harold Fannin in the final seconds of the first half. And the Browns will extend their lead here just before halftime. So a nice touchdown pass for the rookie there. And, you know, as they go down the stretch, look, they're not a playoff team. This is just confidence building and growth time for him, right?
Yeah, it's a game within the game, isn't it? Because every team wants to win all games on their schedule. But the development of this rookie quarterback is paramount for this team. So you're exactly right. Every rep, doesn't matter what the game, what the situation, what the score, valuable for him, valuable for his team as they look towards next year.
So 6 seconds, all that remains of this first half as the kick is away. And that one not returnable, not by a long stretch, over the back line of the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 35-yard line. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And you wonder if with Allen's arm, they might just take their chances by dialing up the long one. Oh, Allen cannot get away, and down he goes. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. They don't want to repeat a first down. They'll keep it on the ground. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. The lake effect snow set to continue for the second half of action as we are back underway. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive.
This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, you know, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
They run again on first down, Cook. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues.
But now he appears to be in some pain. Always unfortunate to see an injury, especially this close to the end of the regular season. We'll step aside.
From midfield, here's Allen. It's hauled in by Brandon Cooks. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
First and 10 at the 25-yard line.
They'll try the middle with Cook. And there just continues to be nowhere to run. He's bottled up again at the line of scrimmage.
Defensively, Poona Ford with a tackle there. From the 24 now, here's a 2nd down and 9.
Here's Allen. They'll set up the screen with Davis. Oh, good move at the 5. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Now Allen. Right back to Davis. It's complete. And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll go as a loss on the play. Not what you need down here. It's going to be 2nd and goal.
You know the key to a good screen pass is, don't you?
But you're going to tell me, good blocking?
Well, good blocking eventually. But first is good acting. You want to let the defenders go past you, leak out to whichever side or even in the middle where you want to set up the screen, and then you do your blocking. How about the read, though, by the defensive guys? They weren't fooled at all and actually ran with the lineman to where the play was and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
And he gets him a little bit closer and takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4.
Sometimes I get caught in hyperbole, but I think they desperately need to punch this one in. They're running out of time.
Yeah, 2-score game, 2nd half. You're down here. This is the time to put it in the end zone.
And not going to get much better than this for an opportunity.
Allen now on 3rd and goal. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown.
Khalil Shakir
from 3 yards out.
And the Bills are back within a score. Extra point by Bass, up and good.
And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14.
Tyler Bass to kick off for Buffalo.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
31-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go.
But Charles, they still have the lead despite their defense giving up a touchdown on the previous possession. And even though they have that lead, it feels like a back-and-forth ball game. They could try to get momentum back. Maybe they need at least 3 here on this drive.
I think you're right about that, Brandon, because your game plan doesn't change. But I do believe your urgency does because of the last score that went against your team. So what you want to do now is have your own drive and try and make sure that momentum stays in your camp.
They'll stay on the ground with Judkins.
And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Call it no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down. That time they're able to bottle him up, but he's having a really nice game.
I agree with that. Let's just go big picture, right? Every back that's in the Hall of Fame had carries where they didn't gain yardage or they lost yardage, but you stick with them, don't you? When they're having a good game, keep feeding them.
60 Eagles, 7 Pirates, 7 Pirates.
Here's Sanders.
And tight coverage there. It's knocked away, incomplete.
And that's a really good job there defensively. They went into this possession knowing that they needed to get a stop. They're in a tight ball game, and they got it done. Great work to force the 3 and out. Got the football right back for their offense. They've got to go to the sidelines feeling pretty good about themselves and encouraging their offensive mates to get some points.
And Bojorquez on to punt as he gets it away.
It's a 4-yard return following a punt of 49.
And they will take over 1st and 10. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. Now Allen. And that and drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down. Well, that's where this Cleveland crowd, the dog pound in particular, make it difficult on opposing offenses. It looked like they might have had troubles communicating at the line, and it leads to the incompletion.
And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 10 yards, good enough for a Buffalo first down.
That's good for a Bills first down. It's a gain of 10.
To throw, it's Allen. He's got a man, complete. And they finally bring him down, but he reaches the 16. A big play here for Buffalo. 51 yards. CD, with that last pass, he joined a group of about 50 other men that are over 30,000 career passing yards. So, look, he's not at the top, but that's pretty good company.
Yeah, it's not the most exclusive fraternity in the NFL. It's a pretty good one, isn't it? You still have to put some numbers up in order to get in, okay? The secret knock is still there. How about him getting it done? Proud of it.
Oh, nice job there putting the ball right on the doorstep of the goal line. Couldn't quite get in to pay dirt, but he got awfully close. Let's see if they can cash it in over the next couple of plays.
So the shotgun snap to Allen. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Down this close to the goal line, first down. Surprised that wasn't a run?
I am, and you know I'm old school. I want to run the ball on first down in this situation because second down, that gives me that option of running play action and maybe throwing it.
Two of their 3 red zone trips so far, they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on second and goal. Johnson.
And a nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after.
Call it a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's third and goal. 1 quarter remains here in Week 16. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. How about this Browns defense? They've held so far. This is now third and goal.
Johnson again. But he will lose yardage here as they knock him back to the 3.
Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's fourth down.
That was a huge play on third down, so now what? Do you go for it? Do you trust your offense? Or do you want to put on your defense to try and get the ball back? Me? I'm going for it right here.
Likely the play of the game here, trailing in the final quarter and going for it on fourth and goal. Now Allen, gotta have this one. That's caught. Kincaid for the Bills touchdown. 2 yards on the touchdown there. And the Bills are an extra point away from tying this game here in the fourth. We are set up for a fantastic finish now. A fourth quarter touchdown here, and we're an extra point away from a tie football game.
And I know they're thinking about possibly going for 2, but I'd go ahead and kick this one and just get it back to level.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And an important one that is, as we are all tied now early in this fourth quarter.
Now this one setting up for a great finish. All tied in the fourth as the kick's away. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line.
25-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this fourth quarter to try to grab that lead back. Not liking the look. They'll change the play. They'll start on the ground with Jenkins. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down.
Tackled at the 25-yard line.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
From the 25, here's 2nd and 9. To throw is Sanders.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35.
Talk about a momentum shifter right there. Tie game, fourth quarter. These are the plays that win you games. And now defensively, the question becomes, how do you respond?
I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10. From the shotgun, Sanders. There's a short one caught by Fannin.
But he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. 22 yards on the catch and run, a first down.
And it's a real luxury when you have a guy who can turn a short throw into a solid gain at any moment. Once he caught that ball, he ID'd where the open grass was and got there in a hurry to pick up a new set of downs for his offense.
And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. Harold Fannin, his 10th touchdown of the season, 2nd of the game. And the Browns answer back with a touchdown of their own to break our tie and take the lead here in the 4th. Extra point splits the uprights, and they will take a 7-point lead.
28, Bills 21.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They now trail by 7 after that last touchdown here in the 4th quarter. What a big spot for this offense. See if they can cobble something together on this drive.
Got to give credit where it's due. Really nice defense on that play. The pitch and catch was successful, but not any run after it.
Has his man, it's Shakir.
It'll go as a gain of 4, and it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran it a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 41.
First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Allen to throw once more. Oh, Allen cannot get away, and down he goes.
Brought down by multiple defenders, and it's a loss of 12.
And this dominant defensive performance continued on that play. This poor quarterback has not received the protection he needs and has had to pick himself up off the turf far too often.
Allen.
We've got a one-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down. Facing some long odds here if they hope to convert as they're well behind the original line of scrimmage. Now Allen.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Well, they know anything less than a touchdown here at this late stage is going to be no good. They were going for it all right there, but it was just too hard to adjust to that one in the air, and it winds up incomplete.
Here we go. This is 4th down.
Whistles now and a timeout. So defensively, they burn it here with 1:51 left.
Got to avoid the flags defensively. Here's 4th and long. Here's Allen.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and that will force a turnover on downs. That one looks like he'll throw here.
Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it.
Well, that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
And this is caught inside the 5. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. A great play there. 41 yards. And the Browns add on to their lead, and they appear poised to break this long losing streak. Well, Charles, kind of the future of this franchise on display right there. You had a rookie throwing it, a rookie catching it, and taking it into the end zone.
Could you imagine if we were in the owner's box right now and we could look at the front office and see the grins on their faces, to see the present making plays and knowing what the future will bring with these youngsters going out and making big-time moments happen for this team.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Here's 1st and 10.
They begin the drive with Johnson. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. This linebacking core, they've done a good job of keeping that running game in check, haven't they?
They certainly have, and what they'll also do when this game is over is thank the guys up front, the big defensive line, because they've kept them clean, so to speak. Not letting blockers get to them, allowing them to run to the football and keep that running game bottled up.
And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down. We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a 1st down. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
That means it's just one last chance left, and this has to be a 1st down or a touchdown, or this game's over.
56, 56.
To throw is Allen.
He's going to let it fly. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Browns are going to win the football game. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
From the gun, it's Sanders.
And this is caught. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. That one goes for 30 yards.
And if it wasn't over before, it is now. We're looking for that one final 1st down. They got it and then some. And if they play things right from here on out, that should just about assure them a victory.
Get it. Steady.
Sanders.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland.
Harold Fannin.
A 2-yard touchdown grab.
And the Browns have pretty well put it away here in the 4th quarter. Well, this, of course, set up by the stop a moment ago on 4th down, and now that might be the score that puts this one officially out of reach.
And it's a tough one because your hands are tied when you're losing in the fourth quarter because you know you've got to make something happen. They couldn't pick up the first down, and after that, the air just went right out of the balloon, and you knew you were looking at a defeated team.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
Bills 21.
The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away.
And we will not have a run back here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 20-yard line.
And now we're going to get a timeout. Somewhat pointlessly called with 3 seconds to go in a game that's already been decided. One final shot. They'll look to throw.
He lets it go deep for Olave. And that is going to officially draw the curtain on this one as the last throw intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And the Browns come up with a late turnover, but it would probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now officially over. Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So for Cleveland, it's a good 5th win for them as they play out the string. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for Buffalo, it's another loss as they now fall to 4-11. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week.